website too. So our next guest is joining us to talk about how to keep kids active. We're welcoming in Dr. Tui Bui and from the American Heart Association. Doctor, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Hi.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we need stuff for the kids to do to keep them moving. You guys have a good program that's launching, correct?
We do have a great program right now. It's actually embedded in our careers in our current program called Kids Heart Challenge. The new program, or the updated program, is called Keep Cabin Fever to the Curb. So what it allows kids to do is challenge them for 10 days, where each day they receive an email that tells them kind of the goals for the day. It includes physical activity, which can be things like jump roping, dancing, basketball. It includes nutritional tips, recipes that families can create together and eat together. It talks about meditation tips to help with kids' anxiety and even potential stress they're feeling right now. And the great thing about all this is that the parents can definitely get involved and also participate in these activities and tips too. So I think it's a great, well-rounded way of keeping the family together and sane during this crazy period of our lives.
Yeah, I mean, this weekend, especially here in Chicago, doesn't look like best weather-wise. So it's good to have some activities that you can do indoors if you can't get outdoors.
Yeah, that part.
Exactly. And the way to get to the site or to get to the activities is to actually go to heart.org/KHC or download the app Kids Heart Challenge. And so kids can actually register either with their school or as an individual. And again, this is a great way to get started with all the family activities, especially when you have to be cooped up inside the home.
Now, I don't have any kids, which means I like to pretend like I'm an expert on this. But I imagine what parents would echo is the idea of having a regiment to this, sort of a structure to it in some way, and a regularity, that routine kind of works in your favor.
Yeah, it does. Especially right now when there's so much non-structure or things that we can't control in our environment. This is one way to kind of hone that down a little bit so that kids have a little bit more structure and parents have a little bit more structure to help their kids through this. It also, some of the nice things on the website include ways for parents to stay sane, because my personal opinion is that the more sane and the more calm the parents remain, I think that feeds on down to the kids, and the kids will actually be able to kind of get through this in a relatively good state too.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because actually in my house, I can't get my kids to slow down at all, and they're driving me crazy.
I have the opposite problem. I have teenagers, and so it's trying to make sure that they stay active and engaged with me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Great tips for us to use.
And I love that the American Heart Association is still pushing all the facts out there and their goals out there. I mean, heart disease, we know that is one of the top killers in our country, and it's largely preventable.
Mm-hmm. It is largely preventable. And the other thing too is that with this whole COVID crisis, we do know for a fact that patients with heart disease and a history of stroke are more adversely affected by COVID-19. And so to make kids aware of that, to make families aware of that, giving them tips on how to stay healthy in the long run will actually be potentially life-saving for all of them.
What age do kids
I was wondering, like, how long, you know, if we're going to be stuck at home for another month, and we've already had 6 weeks that we've been stuck at home, so people might not be as active as they have been. How fast can that play a role in heart disease or cause damage to your heart if you're not as active?
Oh, Lord, Amy, that question.
I was going to say that if you ever needed to, you could always visit our website, heart.org/coronavirus. Give you facts and tips, not just about heart disease, but about COVID-19 and how it affects your heart. I can honestly say I can't give you a definite time frame, but anything you could do day in and day out to stay active will already be improving your heart.
Oh, important messages there moving forward too. Doctor, thanks so much for your time today. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me, and let me talk about something that's really close to my heart.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's a good little way to wrap that, Doctor.
Yeah, that's cute.
And then we're getting the information up there right now, American Heart and the heart.org/Kids Heart Challenge.
I'm not kidding. Like, my kids will not stop. I mean, I can hear them pounding over my head every day. They do not stop running ever.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. That's healthy. That's what they should be doing at this age. But it does make you wonder, like, why aren't you tired?
What's happening?
Don't get tired.
Yeah.
Not doing anything.